Hey you, can we sit with something difficult for a moment? That place you've been in, where you don't know whether to stay or leave. It's a heavy space, isn't it? Part of you remembers the good moments, the laughs, the memories, the version of things that once felt right, and another part of you feels the weight, the exhaustion, the quiet voice asking, is this still healthy for me? Living between those two thoughts can feel like standing in the middle of a doorway. Not fully inside, not fully outside, just paused there, unsure which direction is the right one. And if that's where you are tonight, I want you to know something first. Feeling torn doesn't mean you're weak, it means you care. Decisions about leaving or staying are rarely simple. They involve history, emotions, hope, fear, sometimes even guilt. Your mind tries to list reasons, your heart holds memories, and both keep pulling you in different directions. That tug of war can be exhausting. Sometimes we stay because we remember who someone used to be. Sometimes we stay because we believe things could still change. Sometimes we stay because leaving feels like admitting something ended, and endings can feel like failure, even when they're necessary. But here's a gentle truth that doesn't get talked about enough. Staying and leaving are not just physical choices, they're emotional ones too. You can stay somewhere while slowly losing pieces of yourself, or you can leave and still carry love, memories, and unanswered questions for a while. Neither path is completely painless. Think of it like holding a rope that's pulling in two directions. The longer you hold it without deciding, the more it burns your hands. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because the tension itself is heavy. Sometimes clarity doesn't arrive as a loud answer. Sometimes it shows up quietly through patterns. How do you feel most days? Do you feel safe being yourself? Do you feel respected, heard, and valued? Or do you spend most of your energy trying to keep the peace, explaining your needs, or shrinking parts of who you are? Those small signals often tell the truth that our minds try to delay. And still, you don't have to rush this decision tonight. Big choices about relationships, work, or life directions deserve patience. Your heart needs time to sort through what it's holding. But maybe tonight, instead of forcing an answer, you simply listen to yourself more honestly. Take a slow breath. Ask yourself a softer question. Not, what should I do? But, what does my peace need right now? Sometimes that answer is space. Sometimes it's a conversation. Sometimes it's just permission to admit that something feels wrong. Clarity grows when you start honoring those quiet signals. And whatever decision you eventually make, it doesn't erase the care you gave, the love you offered, or the lessons you learned along the way. You're not failing because you're uncertain. You're human. And sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is pause in that doorway long enough to truly understand which direction leads them back to themselves.